Hello to Nuala Ryan Long. How are you this evening?
Hello, Ruben. I'm fine, thank you.
Thank you for letting me chat to you today. Can you tell me how long you've been a spirit medium for and a healer for?
Um, as a working medium and healer, it's been since around 2008. It's quite a few years now.
So, what got you involved in being a spirit medium and healer in the first place?
Okay, I honestly believe that looking back, and many people have said that to me, looking back, it's something I've always had that ability, but never really used it. And actually, when I very first started to use it in that way, standing up at churches, which came as a shock to me, it was because I was looking for help. And people were telling me when I was sitting talking to them, even when I was in the hospital, that I shouldn't know the things I know. I need to go and find someone that would help me because they believed that I was a medium, because they knew they were aware of people who were mediums, at that time. So they were trying to encourage me to go and see other people. So that's what I did. I looked it up and found that there was a lovely church in Redditch in Winyates. Well, it became in Winyates. It was the church itself had moved around a bit, but then I found it and it was held at a place in Churchill, and then it came to Winyates in Redditch. So I was able to go along to that and meet new people. And the people there were saying to me, no, you should be up on the platform. You should start working on the platform. So with a bit of encouragement, I finally did it one day, only because a medium didn't turn up. I didn't believe that myself, it was going to work. However, it did. And very much it came from there.
So, what sort of people come to you for healing?
Uh, it just ranges. Some people have brought the daughters along to me that need healing. They might have had problems with school bullying, or, or problems with mental health, struggling, anxiety. And then others who have, who are older, have come because they've just lost a loved one. Could be a father, mother, son, sister, brother, so many different reasons. When the time is right for them, they seem to search for someone to help them. And it seems that my number got passed around a bit, which started it off, really. And like me, some of them had been told to go to a spiritual church to seek help. So basically, that's the type of people that all walks of life, and each of them comes seeking some guidance or help. Well, they just want to know that their loved ones are safe, to have comfort. So that's when I said to you, it becomes like therapy work, because that in itself becomes healing and it really helps them. And in the years I've been doing this, I've been to families who have just lost somebody, just to bring them comfort. So it's like all types of people, and all the needs are different. And yet at the same time, we could say that mostly all the needs are the same. They're just looking for comfort. They're looking to know that their loved ones are safe. Some people will come because they've had an experience, or they felt that they've known that somebody's in their house around them, or they've seen shadows. It's for all different reasons that they come searching.
So, have you got a guide that helps you?
I do, but I have more than one really. It's just mainly this. You often hear people saying, "Oh, I've got one certain guide, and he does all the work, or she does all the work." And for me, it's become that it's direct with people's loved ones. They come in themselves and they want to talk. They don't want to go through anyone else.
So they bring themselves forward to you.
Yeah. Okay, so when we talk about guides, it's like when we're practicing with new people who want to have a go at this and develop their skills. We let them know that they've got guardian angels around them, and if they feel the presence of somebody else, not to worry or panic. That can be a guide that has chosen to work with them. And then as they develop, they feel energy of somebody else coming in. So then we have to find out who that is, and it could be another guide. And often right at the beginning, if their mum or dad is in spirit, then the mum will come in as a guide to make them feel comfy, to stop them from being nervous. So it works really well.
So do you like go places to make your skills, to get more skills, or?
For me,
Yeah.
I would have done. I would have gone on a retreat, and I would have gone to see what it's all about, because I was very curious and I needed to find out for myself, is this real? Is it true? Can spirit come in and talk to us? All the usual questions that most people have. And I know that it can be hard for people when they first open the door to this. They'll start searching. But then after a time, they have their own experiences. That's actually when, they know that it's real for them. So everyone's different. Everyone has different strengths. So what I do, the way I'm developing now more so, is because I hold little circles or groups, and then I do the retreats of like-minded people. We come together and we do meditations first to start off the day. Every time we meet, we do a meditation first to get everyone comfortable. And then we start the working together with spirit, and we invite spirit to come in closer to us. And it's been a wonderful journey, because people come who sort of believe, or they want to find out if it's true, the way I did at the beginning. And then when they're sat together, the experience they have are so amazing that encourages me to do even more, if that makes sense. So it's fascinating to see new people having their own experiences working with spirit. It's really fascinating.
It's a very fascinating subject.
Yeah, and there's so many. I looked into it, but I didn't realize how it develops, and how many other parts of work, how many other ways of working with spirit are there. And then it all starts to open up. So, mediumship is one part of it. Actually, doing the healing is just a wonderful part of working with spirit, feeling the energies, seeing the colours that come along with that, feeling the heat. When you're healing somebody, coming through my hands, or if they need a cold energy, the energy changes. So I could be boiling hot and the healing is cold, and vice versa. It's just the whole thing is so amazing. And I looked into it, and then I wanted to find out more and more. And I'm watching new people come in around me, and the same thing is happening with them now. So it's almost like having a book, turning the page, having an experience, and then turning the next page, and then finding out there's even more. So by that, it's like the workshops when people come and they sit in meditations, and eventually I get them standing up to give somebody else a message. And when it happens for them, the look on the faces, the energy in the room. Again, everything is amazing. And it's a shame, really. Sometimes I just feel sorry for people that don't believe, because there's a lull. And if they just have a little piece of that jigsaw puzzle to know that their loved one is safe, it goes a long way to comfort them. And in many ways, people who I've seen many people who seem to just stop living because they've lost the loved one. And then once they see me and we chat and we talk, I explain to them the loved ones want them to carry on living. They want them to do things for them as well. Okay. Years later, I'm still getting phone calls from these people. They've gone to certain places where they love to go. They bring back memories. They're open to finding the memories again of the happy times. And I get them to focus on the positive times that they had together, which goes a long, long way to helping them heal.
I guess people grieve in different ways, I guess.
Absolutely. And some people don't know how to grieve. They don't know how to release the feelings inside. They don't know if they should do that. They don't know if they've got anyone who they can trust to speak to about their feelings. So they bottle it all up, and then that has a different effect on them. So once you get people talking and they know that they've got someone trusted they can talk to, it really does go a long way to helping them.
So can you tell me more about what the clairvoyance evenings you've got coming up soon?
Okay, so I've got one on the 24th of October, and that's at a place called the Wing Spurs. I'm due to be working back at the Hollybush. We're just fixing the date in properly for a psychic supper, as we call it. And then I've got the one on the 30th, and the 30th is there at the Tardy Big in Bromsgrove.
So what sort of happens at the clairvoyance evenings?
Okay, at the clairvoyance evening, everyone will come in, take a seat. I know that mostly now they do tickets, because if they sell tickets, they know that they're going to have people there. So the pubs do that themselves, and then they'll come in and sit down, and then once they're all settled, I'll introduce myself, and then I'll explain a little bit how it's going to work that night for them, and then I'll invite their loved ones to come and talk to me to give them the message. And I do my very best to get to everyone.
So it'll be a long evening at the Clancy.
Yeah, but what happens is, say there's a group sitting together and there's 6 of them, or there's 5 in a family sitting together. Often it's just one long message, a little bit for each of that family member. And then most people know now that they go to these events, and so many people get messages, but not everybody. But I will do my best to try and get to everybody.
Have you got any more events coming up apart from your 2 that you got mentioned?
Not at the moment, only because I've just, not at the moment. I've only just started back working in this area, but in Kent, I go on the 13th to meet up with my friends. One of my other friends is taking me there, and people come to have a week of doing meditations and working together with spirit. Hopefully we'll be doing drumming there as well. So we'll be doing a drumming meditation, and Reiki healing will be going on. It's going to be a mixture of things. The way that we work with spirit, there'll be a mixture going on. So there's quite a few people that have been on these courses with me before, and they've grown themselves and their ability. has become so strong that they're ready to get up and work. So they'll all be doing their own bit. So it's really good. And then I do a charity event there as well in that same week, one of the nights. One of the nights I'll be at a church doing a charity thing for the church. In other words, me doing a service for them that's free of charge because we don't charge. And then during the week, we're organising an evening of clairvoyance where some of the students there will get up and deliver messages to those that come. That's all for charity. It's for a hospice in Kent where sadly one of my friends passed away. So we're raising funds for the hospice.
Finally, can you tell my listeners where can I find you on social media?
Okay. If they go, I'll open up the Nuala Ryan Long Facebook page again. I did close that down because we went through those years of dealing with COVID, and I closed all that down, and I haven't worked for some time, so that closed down. But they can look up Nuala Ryan Long, and they'll find me.
Thank you for chatting to me.
You're welcome. It was nice to meet you, Ruben.
And I look forward to meeting you.
Yeah. So I'll be meeting you hopefully. Well, definitely. We should change it to definitely.
Yep.
At the Tardivic. It'd be really good to meet you there. So at least you'll get to see how it all works at one of those evenings.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Goodbye, Nuala.
Say it again.
I said goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.